most notable political issues right now doesn't have legs, it has wheels. Uber, the online car-sharing service competing with taxis, is sparking an intense debate. Jeff Pegues shows us how it could roll through, all the way through the midterm elections and into fall of 2016. He's in Washington this morning. Jeff, hi.
Good morning. Every time someone uses the Uber smartphone app to summon a ride, instead of hailing a taxi, it adds to the five-year-old company's multi-billion-dollar bottom line. But some prominent politicians have found that there's another reason why the company is valuable this election year. As Uber hits the road in more cities, prominent Democrats and Republicans are hitching a ride on the message its explosive expansion and the opposition to it sends. Some Republicans believe it's business versus big government.
It's a perfect example of how big companies and big corporations and established industries use government regulations to drive out and prevent competition.
In cities across the country and all over the world, Uber is facing resistance. Traditional taxis and some unions accuse the company of thriving without facing the same rules and regulations. With Uber now becoming a campaign issue in this country, Robert Worth, the president of the Taxicab, Limousine, and Paratransit Association, believes some politicians are traveling down the wrong road.
I don't really think that this issue is an issue that is at the top of the pyramid when we're looking at a whole rampant of issues that are faced our society today. I think that this is basically a simple political ploy.
The Republican National Committee has launched an online petition in support of Uber. A spokesman told us companies like Uber are the embodiment of the free market. It's not the government's job to protect the old way of doing things. And it's not just the RNC. One of President Obama's former top political strategists, Democrat David Plouffe, is now working for Uber. While bipartisan support for the company this election year could help its move to expand, it may also backfire, turning some customers and supporters off. Frank Luntz is a CBS News political analyst and GOP strategist.
The Republicans may have put it on their website, but Uber isn't a Republican or a Democratic issue. It's a quality of life issue. And at a time when so few Americans trust what Washington is doing, and they're struggling to get by, you want to be on the side of a company that actually improves quality of life and is a company focused on the future. So it may make political sense, but most importantly, it's beneficial to the average American who desperately needs transportation.
Uber told us that it welcomes support from both sides of the aisle, and with tongue firmly planted in cheek, a spokesperson added, come election day, remember that Uber is the most reliable way to get to the polls.